Ephesians 3 verses 14 to 19. The prayer of Paul. For this reason I bow my knees before the Father, from whom every family in heaven and on earth is named, that according to the riches of his glory he may grant you to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. Ephesians 3 verses 14 to 19 are part of Paul's letter to the church in Ephesus, where Paul prays for the church. Here is the meaning of these verses. Ephesians 3 verses 14 to 15. These verses are about Paul humbling himself and praying to God the Father, who has all power and authority. He asks the Lord to bless and strengthen the people of Ephesus with his Spirit within them. Paul recognizes that it is only through the power of God that they can. Ephesians 3 verses 16 to 17. The purpose of this verse is for the Holy Spirit to strengthen the congregation of Ephesus within themselves. With the power of God, Christ dwells in their hearts through faith, enabling them to have a firm foundation in love. This means that the love of Christ is the basis of their lives, and from there, they experience spiritual growth. Ephesians 3 verses 18 to 19. The meaning of this verse is for the people of Ephesus to understand and experience the vastness, length, height, and depth of God's love by knowing the love of Christ. They are to join with all the saints in comprehending the greatness of the Lord and acknowledging his love that surpasses all human knowledge. The main purpose is for God to fill them completely. Overall, these verses convey a message about the power, spiritual growth, and knowledge of Christ's love. Paul prays for the church in Ephesus to be strengthened by the Lord, to have a firm foundation in love, and to experience the fullness of God because of their knowledge of his limitless love.